It is my opportunity now as mayor to give the State of the City address. So my fellow residents of Santaquin City, those watching on YouTube, as well as the city council members and the members of our city staff, I want to thank you for joining me as I present this State of the City address for the calendar year 2020. What a unique year it has been. We have been faced with many challenges, and I believe we are stronger and more prepared for the future than ever before. For the past 7 years, it has been my honor to serve this community as your mayor and to serve on the city council for the 1.5 years preceding. Over that period of time, Santaquin City has changed significantly as Utah's population has grown. The growth in Utah's population has landed solidly upon our community. Clearly, the beauty and quality of life of Santaquin City has been discovered. Growth does not come without its challenges. While it cannot be stopped, we can work together to ensure that our future course holds true to the heritage and character established by our forebears. I know we are better and stronger for the contributions made by our newest residents, which add to the rich legacy that has been built by countless contributors since our city's inception. We are a tapestry of individuals' lives woven together into a wonderful community full of hope and promise. Many of our community may ask the question, but what about the good old days? And I would answer that these are the good old days. For those of you who follow us, from our children to our grandchildren and to our future friends and neighbors who will join us in the years ahead. We must do all we can today to make these days great, to find joy in the journey, and to make lasting decisions that will benefit our posterity for generations to come. As we recently closed the 2020 calendar year, I want to celebrate some of our successes as we work towards meeting our goals. I also want to share our vision for the future of our community. During the past fiscal year, we celebrated a monumental event with the opening of the Macy's grocery store, Ace Hardware, Arctic Circle, and Beans and Brew. This first phase of a 32-acre commercial development is and will continue to be an incredible blessing to our community by creating jobs and enhancing our commercial tax base. There is significant talk of future businesses which will occupy the available pad sites to the south and east of Macy's. We will continue to grow and build our local economy. However, it will only succeed if everyone, I emphasize everyone, of us works to keep our local dollars local in support of local businesses. To do our part, it was our pleasure to support our local business community through the Santaquin City Stimulus Program in the month of September. This direct stimulus program used CARES Act dollars for the benefit of our local businesses. It was so successful that it was emulated by both Payson City and Spanish Fork City due to the tremendous success, which was proven right here in Santaquin. We also celebrated the completion of the lighting of the Myron Olson Plaza and its clock tower and arbor at the entrance of our community. It was a privilege to honor a great man and with the dedication of this landmark. It is hoped this clock tower will be appreciated and cared for by our residents for many years to come. Truly, this is the front porch of our city, and it deserves our best effort to create a beautiful and inviting gathering place. In the spring, we intend to plant beautiful flowers in its planter boxes and grow vines along the arbor. It is our hope this area will be surrounded in the future by restaurants with outdoor seating, which will complement the plaza and enhance the quaint and nostalgic look and feel of our agricultural community. Transportation and overall community connectivity has been a major focus for Santaquin City in 2020 as well. Of course, we had the opportunity to celebrate the completion of the Summit Ridge Parkway extension and the paving of Highland Drive to the south exit. We anticipate the continuation and connection of Highland Drive with the construction of a new intersection at Canyon Road that will commence in the spring of 2021. This project will fully connect the frontage road from exit 244 to exit 242. In 2020, we also reconstructed North Center Street, north of Apple Valley Elementary, which was failing and in dire need of repair. The widening work along the north portion, 300 West Street, was also completed. Our city staff and elected leaders were successful in being awarded $4.5 million in grant funding for the fiscal year 2021-2022 for the next phase of widening of our Main Street from 300 East to 100 West. We are also maintaining the constant dialogue with UDOT officials, wherein we are encouraging them to address the traffic issues surrounding the interchange at I-15, US 6 Main Street, and SR 198. Community connectivity through new road construction was a major goal of our city during the past year. Not only have we provided quicker response times for our public safety and a secondary access for our residents, we have brought our three major neighborhoods, Summit Ridge, the East Bench, and the Corp area of downtown, together into one community. This has enhanced the economic vitality of our community and has brought us closer together. In 2020, we also saw the completion of the new 3.2 million gallon East Bench irrigation tank and booster pump station. This new irrigation water storage facility relieved the need and use of culinary water in the secondary irrigation system for the majority of the East Bench. Plans for a similar tank in the Summit Ridge area in 2021-2022 will provide the same level of service for those residents as well. Between the booster pumps, which allows us to move water from any of our water sources to any area of our community, as well as the new storage tank systems, Santaquin City is well positioned to continue our efforts to preserve our most precious natural resource, that is water. In future years, our irrigation system will be ready to connect to the Central Utah Water Project, CUP, which would further strengthen our reserves for generations to come. On the topic of water, and to continue in the efforts to create a sustainable resource for future generations, a major investment was made in 2020 to bring the next processing train of our water reclamation facility online. Without raising fees or taxes for this capital improvement project, Santaquin City successfully upgraded the capacity of our plant to continue to handle the growth of our community. During the first 5 years of its complete operation, we recycled and reused 1 billion gallons of water, irrigation water. As we approach our second 5-year anniversary in 2021, it is anticipated we will exceed the amount of water which is conserved during the first anniversary period. The James E. DeGraff and Reed Water Reclamation Facility has truly been a blessing to our community, and it will continue to be for generations to come. I am also very pleased to report that we have been awarded $12.7 million in federal funds for the future development of storm drainage basins along our east bench to catch high water and debris flow, which will protect our homes and our infrastructure. These debris basins will take many years to plan and construct. However, 100% of the funding for these projects was acquired through federal grant sources, except for the cost of the land acquisition, which will be paid for by Santaquin City locally. This will take planning and effective land use negotiations in the months and years ahead so we can lessen the financial burden of our residents. I am also happy to report that changes to our recreation department have taken center stage in 2020. Despite the restrictions imposed upon us during the COVID-19, our community services department, with the support of our recreation art and parks RAP tax committee, have been making great investments into our community. We have added a new Frisbee golf course at the Theodore Allen Park. We are about to kick off construction of a new Utah Jazz basketball court in our Centennial Park in the spring as well. We are also very excited to see many children and adults playing on our new Harvest View complex. Finally, I am happy to report that plans are being developed for a second phase of the Harvest View complex, which will include paved parking, pickleball courts, a playground facility, as well as ADA and landscape enhancements. New programs and new events are also in the planning phases for the time when our pandemic restrictions are lifted and we can congregate together once more. I would not be providing a complete report of 2020 if I did not express the gratitude I have for our first responders who have served us so well through the COVID-19 pandemic. It would be an understatement to say that our public safety departments have worked extremely hard this past year as they have dealt with professionally with the added stress of being on the front lines of this pandemic. However, their regular workloads never ceased during this period of difficulty as they responded to keep our community safe during the William Fire and the Goshen Fire. In addition to these extreme events, they have also been busy with disaster planning and community outreach. We have updated the Public Safety Master Plan in 2020, as well as the Transportation Master Plan, which is so critical to our rapid response needs of our frontline heroes. Lastly, 2020 was a year where we have truly increased our transparency, communication, and community recognition. As a city, we are constantly using our YouTube channel to live stream public meetings. With social distancing mandates, this new form of transparency has allowed the public to stay better informed and engaged in the city's business and decision making. As the pandemic grew more serious and increased restrictions, the city invested in a professional camera system to improve video and audio quality for these meetings. As promised, we created a 2020 calendar from the beautiful images submitted to What Do We Love About Santaquin monthly photo contest. Because the calendar received much appreciation from the community last year, a 2021 calendar has been created using photos of Santaquin submitted to the contest, which also included free advertisement for participating local businesses. Now, our vision of the future. As we enter this new calendar year, our City Council has outlined 5 main goals for the operation of our city's efforts. Those include, number 1, providing quality city services. 2, maintaining a sustainable budget. 3, promoting and supporting economic development. 4, promoting community involvement. And number 5, ensuring proactive regional collaboration. While we have nearly 50 projects underway or that are in the planning phases, such as the Highland Drive Canyon Road intersection, Summit Ridge water tank, and the Harvest View pickleball courts previously mentioned, I will conclude my remarks by focusing on 3 main projects we are undertaking in 2021. Number 1, the general plan update. This month marks the kickoff of the update to our general plan. Santaquin City has engaged the services of the professional consulting firm People Plus Place. As our community faces significant challenges from growth, comprehensive community engagement in the development of our future plans is more essential than ever before. This firm recently completed a general plan update for Heber City with glowing reviews. Perhaps even more so than Santaquin, Heber City has been experiencing a tremendous amount of change. Through an extensive amount of community engagement, the development of their future plans was inclusive, transparent, and actively involved the voice of the residents from all demographics. While we still face many challenges from the pandemic, which make traditional gatherings such as town hall meetings very difficult, I am confident that People Plus Place will capture the independent thoughts and opinions of our residents so that our future planning and development codes support a collective vision. Number 2, agritourism regional planning. Plans to promote our region as an agritourism destination are now fully underway. Utah State University is leading a group of key stakeholders to study a plan the South Exit 242 area of our city, now titled Harvest View at 242. Santaquin is known for its many orchards filled with abundant fruit and for its greenhouses blossoming with beautiful flowers. However, our region is also known for its high-tech agricultural industries such as lavender fields and year-round tomato producers. People travel from far and wide to connect with farms that produce their food, and our area has plenty to offer. Together with the general plan update, we will create a sustainable vision for the development of our community that preserves the past and respects the future. Number 3, a new city hall. Lastly, I'm very excited to report on the progress of our new city hall. If you have been following our city council meetings, you know that the new city hall will be built in the heart of our community, directly across the street from our city library. Plans are currently at the 20% design level, and the city is about to award a construction manager, general contractor, or CMGC, service agreement this evening. All of our funding is in place, having received a AA rating with Standards and Poor's and a 1.53% interest rate on our financial package. With all of these pieces of the puzzle falling into place, we anticipate a groundbreaking later this spring. It is our goal to have the exterior of the building completed throughout the summer and fall, so the interior work can be completed over the 2021-2022 winter. It is anticipated the building will be completed in the spring of 2022. This new building will become the home of utility billing, community development, engineering, administration, finance, and legal departments. It will also have plenty of community gathering spaces with a large multi-purpose room with a kitchen that can be used for the seniors and veterans, while also being available for rental by the public at large. The main floor will hold our council chambers and will have plenty of expansion area to meet the needs of our community into the future. Following the look and feel of the Santa Clara, Utah City Hall with a brick exterior instead of the Southern Utah red sandstone, the new building will be constructed to offset and complement the Santaquin Chieftain Museum and Santaquin Library architecture. A city hall and a community gathering place is the missing element in our community. This will become the people's house where ideas can be shared, plans can be developed and implemented, and where community events can be held. In many respects, our community is missing its heart, and to some degree, its identity, by not having a centralized gathering place. Constructing a new city hall in the heart of our community will build a bridge from our historic roots to our future aspirations. We are very excited to develop and construct this building in the months ahead. In conclusion, on a final note, one of my favorite quotes is from a book by Mitch Albom entitled Tuesdays with Maury. It says, quote, "The way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others. Devote yourself to your community around you, and to devote yourself to something that gives you purpose and meaning. May I encourage you to get involved in our community in some small way during the year ahead, whether it be serving a neighbor, supporting a local business, or volunteering in a more formal capacity. May you always consider how you can make a difference and how you can contribute to a better Santaquin City. This is our home, the home that we love, and we must do everything we can to preserve it, grow it, and see it blossom for our children, grandchildren, and future friends and neighbors. It has been a pleasure and delight to be your mayor and to serve you for the past 8.5 years as a member of our city council. I am looking forward to a wonderful year ahead for our growing community. There is so much opportunity that lays before us. We only need to remain focused and work together for these great things to become a reality. Thank you again for your support and for your help in charting a beautiful future for Santaquin City. Thank you.